You know how to work this?
What's up, Vanish?
How does Vanish? Do you know how,
I can guess. I put names in it. Do I hit the plus button afterwards, or do I just reset it?
save? You do the save button.
Ah, okay. Seems good enough.
So, yeah, name, save, score, save.
So who's playing right now?
Bert, B-E-R-T, and Thrilla Gorilla. Looks like Thrilla is in port 2.
Aha! I have done something for the stream! For the stream. My name is Phil. I am a friend of Vanishes and Mofats. I am here to make your lives wonderful. Yeah. I have my own stream in which no one watches. It is fantabulous. I sit there and make funny noises all day. I am the D-Reza, or Dreza, or Freza. I am basically some terrible hip-hop sounding word. I am forever based, I know. It is actually not you who says that. Vanishes very often calls me based Phil. This is truth fact. Dude, I heard Vanish. I was so hyped for you. I'm so happy, dog. Just fucking rock it. Just have a great time. I baited Mofat to come out here so we could all play some Smash together the day before SGDQ. He has to go home. We have to drive him home here after like we leave, which is gonna be like hella late, and he has to get on a flight at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I hope you guys fucking have a great time though. Dude, I'm super psyched for you guys. I'm going to EVO this year, so I'm planning on my trip for that right now. I'm super psyched for it. Dude, this DDD just up being like a man. It's really Gorilla making the work happen. Bert seems to be enjoying his manly amounts of troll. Dude, I literally wish I had a coat as cool as DDD's fucking pimp ass purple jacket right there. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I need to actually kind of pay attention to when they might call me, so I don't just like forfeit my time in the tournament. Yeah. He's a great guy. You guys will have fun, I assume. I'm glad you like it, Arixia. Is that Arixia, or am I pronouncing something else? If you want me to say your name correctly, please give me a heads up. Domination! Yeah, dude, this Sheik has got it good. I think, truthfully, to be honest, I think the DDD is just mad troll. Like not even close to trying. Sure, if you want to talk, I'm done. I'll be home probably around midnight. Have you seen the pixel work for the first attempt by one of our pixel artists at doing snow? It looks pretty good. It looks like super KOF-y. It doesn't look like BlazBlue, which makes me a little sad, but it still looks like if we need to just like get some art in the game so we can try and put it on Kickstarter and stuff, it seems like a fine plan to go down that way. But I mean, I know we all want to do like better, but it's just like that guy's art style is very specifically KOF based. Sorry for saying KOF like 4 times and not explaining stream. KOF is me and Vanish work on a video game together, and KOF is a fighting game called King of Fighters. So, figure I'd explain that the art style is KOF. Cool. Glad I pronounced it correctly, Alexia.
Oh my god!
There's some pipe in the background. I'm sure you can. I can send it to you later today, if you'd like to see it. Oh, the throw. Oh, nope, nothing. This poor TDD. I feel so bad for him. Oh my god, folks. Sweet Mary Malou. So I got absolutely curb stomped earlier today. And I mean like curb stomped. Not like, you know, actually being curb stomped, because that's a real thing and people should be aware. But I got really badly beaten in Melee. It's not my game, and I got demolished.
You don't play PM?
Huh?
You don't play PM?
I do.
Oh, okay. I heard it's not my game.
Oh no, Melee.
Oh, Melee.
Yeah, I mean, I've played a session of PM twice in my life so far, and Melee for many more than that. But that's when I was learning the game like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people to play with when you live in Bend.
Yeah. At least with Project M, they emulate the physics and mechanics.
Yeah,
The
Project
keys are there.
Project M gives you just like Project M was really nice because for me as like a guy who really enjoys all fighting games, I really liked it because it opened the cast. That was the biggest thing for me. It wasn't like ooh cool I can play with a nerfed or powered up version of Fox or Falco. Is the fact that hey man, I can play with Ike in a competitive way, I can play with Kirby in a competitive way, I can play with Charizard in a competitive way. I can look at these characters and say what makes them good, what makes them bad, and really actually play with them.
I think Fox definitely needs to be powered up from Melee.
I could see, I could see the arguments for Fox being a better character.
He doesn't have enough combos.
No. I'm pretty sure that Shine should actually just kill the character.
Well, it does.
Well, I mean 100%
like
mid-screen.
the moment you hit.
Well, yeah, Shine should actually just be rest.
You know what that reminds me of? I would take the damage ratio and shoot it all the way to max, I think 2.0, and we would play a little mini game called Shine Runners. And you pick Fox, and you play on any stage, like Foresight or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And you can only use your Shine. Even for recovery, you can only use your Shine, and like you shoot people like off the stage, and it's so like devastating to get hit by that thing.
Well, I think it was very interesting in that situation though, because in that mode, it wasn't just that the damage was modified by 2; it's actually the knockback multiplier was modified by 2.
That's how we got it to work.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, "Can we use Falco too?" Like, yeah, why not? He's got a Shine.
Instant killing people. Just shine.
Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff. I think Fox might be a little
Super
stronger.
Smash Bros. Brawl is a competitive game, actually considered by a large community to be a competitive game.
Yeah, there are elements that people consider less competitive, or the advanced techniques that people are missing from their more competitive Melee style.
Yeah, I think actually to me what makes the biggest argument between the two is not the technical aspects of it, is actually just the speed of it. Because I was always commentating on Brawl, which was that game is very much like it is a single touch karate match where you get points per strike, and the whole point is to build enough strikes that you've won the match.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
Because the game doesn't have a lot of combinations besides chain throws. Nothing really links into each other so fluently as it would in Project Melee or Melee. You don't get to do mad, stupid combos like you do in these games.
Like the idea is sort of like maximize your punishes, or if you get a lead in, you got to follow up and see how awesome of a lead it is.
Yeah, but in a game like this, you can confirm very easily off of many different attacks. Oh, I can confirm into a combo here, I can confirm into a hit confirm here. And it does add certain things to have a game like this, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with how Brawl played. It's never a game I would play because it is too slow and too grindy of a game for me to ever really want to play part of.
Grindy? Like
grindy, grindy like World of Warcraft, actually, due to the fact that the matches are consistently longer taking, and the process of getting a hit on an opponent actually is consistently much harder to do in Brawl than it is in Melee.
You have to sit there and level up to level 50 before you can do anything?
Yeah, pretty much. You have to sit there and just go like, oh, how many times are you going to spot dodge and roll before I'm actually going to hit you?
Well, actually, I was having a conversation with someone about this too, and I said, what actually I've come to the realization for the Brawl and the Melee thing is Melee is considered more competitive among the fighters because it's got the technical aspect and the speed, like what you said. Yeah. When you land your attacks, you get the punishes. Whereas Brawl, it's like, it's really not there. I honestly think Brawl is a fast game. Like when you compare it to like Tekken or something, the characters are moving really fast.
I mean, actually, to be honest, like the characters do move at a relative speed. And I mean, we're not going to talk about the chipping thing because that doesn't matter. That's just someone being stupid in the coding aspect of the game. Like that's just that. We're going to skip that. We're talking about the core elements besides
that. And if you look at the TAS stuff of Brawl, they're like all over the place and it's faster than what you would see in a Melee match. So it shows that if we pushed it, we probably could. But where the games diverge is Brawl, since you don't get those maximum combos and punishes, you sort of have to work a lot harder. And if you have it at a 3-stock match, it's like it just seems like a 6-stock match. Whereas Melee, they do 4 stocks, and it's about on par with like
And, I mean-
maybe 1 or 2 stocks with Brawl.
Yeah, it's the speed at which the gameplay matters a lot for players. Not just like how quickly each frame goes on in the game,
Yeah.
but how much you get to do when you're at advantage or when you're doing things correctly.
Oh, the other thing is in Brawl, it seems like with the momentum cancels and everything, people are living to much higher percentages than Melee. Like a Shine Spike can kill you at 80%.
Yeah,
You can get tippered by Marth. And in Melee or in Brawl, you really don't see that happen. It's like
Absolutely.
maybe shuttle loops or something.
I
from
mean,
the-
yeah, there's the idea that you will consistently like live to a high percent is something that happens very much in Brawl, and in Melee you will die. You will get touch of death by multiple characters in Melee, not just from a chain throw, but from a good set of hits from a Falco, from good good tech,
a good edge guard.
Yeah, from just like one good shine.
Yeah.
And
Like,
that I think that's what also adds a level of awesomeness to Melee is the fact that it is really a dangerous world.
Yes, that's what I actually like about the N64 Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Like, not only is it touch of death, like literally, you're just
Yeah.
gonna get combo to death, but like the edge game is like so much more dangerous than Brawl or Melee. It's just like, if
Once
you're off, you're dead.
Once you're off, you're just like, oh, that was bad for me.
Unless you're Pikachu.
Yeah, because Pikachu has
Then you might be-
quick attack and maybe live.
I think it might be agility in that one. No
Yeah.
blocks. But yeah.
No, I
like-
mean I'm a Marvel player myself. Like I've gotten to go to sessions at like Champ's house and like all the other like high names NorCal players.
Oh,
And I've
Champ
played
plays Marvel?
the Filipino Champ.
Yeah.
Not-
Different. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
different
I
Champ.
know a Champ from SoCal.
Yeah.
But different guy, I guess.
Yeah. So there's a guy named Filipino Champ who was an Evo winner. I've gotten to play sessions with him. I've gotten to play with a lot of them, and the reasons I play that game is for the same reason. The speed of it when the exchanges happen is incredibly high, and when you're at advantage, you know you're at advantage. You can't get out of it for free, and
Yeah.
you can't like, oh, I'm gonna roll away and be very safe. I'm gonna spot dodge and be kind of safe. You know, I'm not gonna bait this move and be safe. It's like you have to block and you have to answer correctly, and then you are at neutral. You're not at advantage. You're just at neutral.
Yep.
And I like that idea because it makes you feel like the advantage you gained, the fact that you got to pressure them, was valued. And when you get them off and you have a neutral game, you value the fact that you're back at neutral and not under pressure again so highly because you have to do so much work to
I
get
think you hit it right there with like bingo. It's the momentum swings that people really like in competitive games. Like if someone's just completely steamrolling someone and they just like are building their momentum and they like win, you're like, wow, that's good. But if they do that, then the other guy like switches it on them. You got an epic comeback.
Yeah.
So the momentum switches.
And I mean, and that's actually what a lot of people argue. Can you ask Mofet to bring his Wii and Smash Bros. Home to play Project Man? Sure, Vanish. I got that. Yeah, a big thing about Marvel, which actually had a lot of people angry about, was the X Factor mode. Was that
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The-
what
the
happened?
controversy with that?
Yeah, so what happened was that you'd have these characters who had what it gives them is not only a damage buff and a movement speed buff, it gives them a frame data, which was the concept of the speed buff. Not only do they run faster, but all their attacks come out at percentile frame data faster.
They just go Ganaging all over.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's absolutely insane. And so there's a lot of characters in the game. I'm not sure how many of you have played Marvel here, but it's absolutely insane when you get a character who uses the final form of X Factor. When all your characters are dead, besides your last one, your X Factor gets the most powerful. It's
Yeah.
when you activate then. And then
I
there's
saw that video with Hulk that just takes out the whole team. Happy birthday!
Yeah, he just
One
like, you're
super-
done. You're done.
You're
Whole team-
done.
whole
X
team's
Factor
dead.
Hulk.
Yeah, but there's a lot of videos in which there's a character named Virgil who just controls the matchup the second his whole team's gone,
Yep.
and you can easily win a game with that character lost. And that's actually some people are like, oh, it's really dumb and lame for a competitive scene, but for viewers, it's really very amazing because it gives you this big contrasty. Oh, this guy got his ass whooped for the last
Yeah.
2 minutes. All of a sudden, he killed the opponent team in 2 seconds. It's like your team's dead.
Yeah.
One character, whole team dead.
So there are the people on one camp who are like, well, they didn't really earn that. They were just given that by some game mechanic. And then the
Yeah.
other people were like, oh, well, it's part of the game, and he knows how to use it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's always been, to me. I think it's actually a very fine mechanic due to the fact that it's the simple idea that both characters get it, and there's good ways to play around them getting that advantage. You can force the character who you're most scared of having it in early. You can say, hey, I don't want you to be the last character on the team. I want you to be the second last character on the team. Now, if you use it, it's way worse than it was beforehand. Stuff like that.
Yeah, so there's strategy to it.
Yeah.
And I think the controversy was, would it be a better game without X Factor?
Absolutely. There's actually been X Factorless tournaments.
How did that go?
I mean, it was pretty similar. Some of the characters were just as good. Virgil was still insane. He got played a lot, and he's the character people are most concerned about in the
I think
game.
the way the X Factor was intended to be implemented was sort of like a comeback factor or a noob helper
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing.
It was
So
absolutely designed in that aspect for sure.
yeah, well, it's interesting how you look at things because to me, what I finally came up with is like there's two different ways you can look at competitive gaming. One is like the technical, like you like wow, his fingers are so fast and the reactions are so amazing. That's what people love to see, like when they're watching like Mango and Dr. PP and
Yeah.
all those guys playing Melee. And then there's like the thinking man's fighter with like chess. And I'm not saying Melee is not thinking because there's mad thinking in
Yeah.
that, fast thinking. But I'm just saying like when you're playing a game like Brawl and you
Yeah.
get a hit, they will not have the hit stun. You can't like usually confirm anything. There are
No.
combos, but you
They're,
have to
they're
constantly
slight
be
and
thinking.
few, but you think, okay, I got my hit. What happens next?
Yeah, and
Now that they're at 34%, I hit them with this forward tilt. Where do they go? Where can they put pressure again?
It's like
If I-
it's so almost like you're working like the whole time just to get into a better position.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is a thing. But I mean, I completely agree that it's very much like a Street Fighter where there's these little sections every time hits happen
Yeah.
where you have to be concerned about what's going on. Besides when you're getting comboed and stuff, but
I don't know if this is turning, but that gets us to the point where we like question, oh, maybe we should just make it one stock for Brawl. And I've watched some one stock tournament matches, and you get that momentum shift again because every little hit's counting again. Even
Yeah.
when it's a bad matchup like Meta Knight versus somebody, it's like anything can shift at that point because Meta Knight's a light character.
Yeah.
And you're more likely to take one stock from Meta Knight.
we'll continue this
Then
conversation
three.
in a sec. I think I just heard my name.
I liked your ideas with the whole shifties and stuff.
Mopad 86, CSL and Mopad 86, Melee Singles.
Android, it doesn't even her out.
And if I remember correctly, for the update question, they had an update to like 0.07 or something like that, so it's been pretty recent. Random talks to the chat. Sorry, guys. In any case,
Well, we're gonna go get food. We'll be back.
sounds good. We'll unmute it so that way you don't have to listen to me until someone that knows what they're doing comes up here.
Captain Falcon! Captain Falcon! winner is...
All right, guys, can you hear me?